Hello and welcome to Keana Sky Speaks Studios podcast. Today we're going to do a podcast about the things I daydream about. Hello everyone, welcome back. And today I wanted to talk about something that honestly plays a huge part in why I write in the first place. And that's daydreaming, because I'm the person who can literally sit somewhere, stare off into space, and suddenly I'm somewhere completely different. I'm thinking about a character, I'm thinking about a relationship, I'm imagining a conversation between two people who don't even exist yet. I'm creating an entire scene in my head, and sometimes I don't even know where the idea came from. It just shows up. We call that stream of consciousness. And eventually, I start thinking, wait a minute, this could be a real actual story. That's where a lot of my writing begins, not necessarily with sitting down and saying, okay, today I'm going to write a book. No, today I'm going to write a sentence. Sometimes it starts with just a feeling that I feel, a scene, a dream, a random thought that won't even leave me alone. Something that I've been feeling for a long time that builds up over time and just takes over. Or even those little moments where your imagination just takes the front seat. And I love those moments because I think that there's something really beautiful about allowing yourself to just imagine things that aren't real, but you can create that reality with your mind and your thoughts. Like I've been talking about in my articles, creating reality, creativity, thoughts create the creative mind. That's where I find a lot of my creativity is in the beautiful imagination around me. I write about dreamy things and I write about romance as well. I write about complicated relationships and I write about characters who are trying to figure themselves out. I like to write about strange situations, dark moments, and unexpected connections, and sometimes worlds that feel completely different from the one we're living. And honestly, I think my imagination likes to surprise me. I'll start out with one idea and end up with something completely different. A scene might start out as something romantic and then turn into something darker. And then sometimes I'm just like, where did that come from? You know? So I think that we put so much pressure on ourselves as creatives to constantly produce something, write the book, finish the chapter, post the content, create the next thing. But I think that we need to let ourselves simply imagine. And that, me saying that is like, I post a lot, but I have a lot of imagination. I already have a lot of content written down because I write every day. And I don't write for publication every day. I write for myself every day. It's a continual, gradual thing that I write every single day to hone in on my creative skills, my talking skills, everything. That's why I write. Sometimes, like I said, we just need to let ourselves simply imagine. You never know what might come from one thought, a random thought that you thought about just sitting on a park bench. Just write it down in your journal and you can have a whole story in front of you the next day if you choose to. You don't have to go that fast, but that's how a story can be made. That dream you had might become the beginning of an entire world. That's the kind of creativity I want to explore here. The dreamy side of my writing and the strange side, and also the romantic side and the dark side. The side where an idea can come from nowhere, and maybe it happens to you too. Maybe you have stories inside of you that you haven't written yet. Maybe you have characters you haven't introduced to anyone. Maybe you have entire worlds that only exist in your imagination. Don't dismiss them. Remember to write them down, even if they're messy and even if they don't make sense yet. You don't even have to give them to anybody. Just write them down for you. Because sometimes the weirdest ideas can become the most interesting stories. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep writing the things I dream about, the things that I imagine, and the things that won't leave me alone. And I'm going to bring some of those things here. So if you're someone who loves stories, romance, imagination, strange ideas, dreamy worlds, complicated characters, or just hearing what goes on inside the writer's mind, you're in the right place. This is Keana Sky Speaks Studios, and these are the things I daydream about. I'll see you in the next episode.